Ryobi Tools, you know that green brand that they sell at the Home Depot? They're trying to silence me. They want me to be quiet. We're gonna talk about that today. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tool Review Zone channel. If you like power tools, get subscribed, hit the bell notification. We got them every single week. Today, we got that green brand, that Ryobi, not Ryobi. And this right here is their top of the line weed eater. This is the Whisper Series 40-volt weed eater, weed whacker, whatever you wanna call it. And we're gonna put this thing to the test. So if you are in the market for a new weed eater and you're in the Ryobi platform or thinking about getting into the Ryobi platform, watch this first. Shout out Bird, watch this, shout out. Watch this first before you buy this. I'm gonna tell you all the good things about it. And there are a couple things that, well, kind of annoy me a little bit. Let's get into it. All right, so we got our scaling system. What are we gonna judge this on? What are we looking at? Number one, specs, RPM, power info, weight, all that good stuff. Then we're gonna move it over to the comfort, the usability of this tool, this weed eater. Number three, we're looking at the power. This here has two different settings, a low and a high. Are they able to handle those higher weeds or those thicker, nastier pieces of brush or whatever you're trying to do? Is it gonna be able to do the job? Next is feature. What does this thing have to offer that the other brands don't? Is it easy to feed the string? I'm gonna show you how to do that too if you're in this platform. I'm gonna tell you what, if you don't know how to do it, this is gonna blow your mind. And then we're gonna talk about how Ryobi is trying to silence me. After you smash that like button. Go ahead. So the adjustable cutting inch, you're looking at 15 inches up to 17 inches. You got the 3-in-1 bump head. The line that it's compatible with, 0.105, 0.095, and 0.080. But here's one of the things I really like. You got a couple different adapters that come in the box. You don't have to buy these separately. This is one of the adapters that you can put one of those heavy pieces of string in there and you're really gonna be able to get the heavy stuff. Shut up! I got birds, I got construction. People drive me crazy. You also got those plastic butterfly cutting knives that come in the box. Can't find them anywhere, but you get those as well. So if you don't want to deal with the string, you don't have to. So that is really cool that they include all that in the kit. You're looking at $299. You're also going to get the battery and the charger, 6AH battery, 40 volt, and the charger. Everything comes in the kit. You're ready to go right out of the box. Now you are looking just under 13 pounds, and that's without the battery. You're looking at about an extra pound and a half with the battery. But here's the thing. It's not even really the carbon fiber shaft because that's real light, or the back, or even the battery up here. It's the freaking guard. So let's move it over to build quality. We'll talk about that. So again, the carbon fiber shaft, real light, heavy duty, strong. I like that they included that. Base back here is not heavy. It's balanced pretty well. The problem is this freaking guard. Now don't get me wrong, this guard is large and in charge and it's gonna protect your foots and your ankles and all that good stuff. But here's the thing, when you're going to do, well, we'll talk about it here in a bit. I'm just saying this guard is pretty heavy, pretty bulky. I wish they would have thinned this down a little bit. Even though it's protecting you, it's still, it kind of throws it out of whack a little bit. Now, as far as it goes with the feel in your hands, you can adjust this handle up here. Got a nice little curve to it. You can see back, yeah. And what's cool about this is it gives you a nice little grip. And if you're taller, you're shorter, it doesn't matter. You can adjust it simply by loosening this flywheel up in the back a little bit, moving it up or down, and you're gonna be fine. Also, if you absolutely need some storage, you can loosen those up and this thing will fold in half for storage in the wintertime or whatever you're doing, but I just hang mine, so you know. Now, let's talk about the power. We're gonna show you this thing in action. Well, why don't we just go ahead and do that right now. So first off, listen to how quiet this thing is. This is on the low setting. It is going through that taller grass, those weeds. It's slicing and dicing. There's no issue. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick this thing up on high. And even though you got tons more power, it's still not that loud. It's got the higher RPM. I mean, it just destroys that thicker, heavier, moist grass. I am really surprised about this power. I mean, it just eats it up. It's hangry. Not too many issues getting into those tighter areas. The guard gets in the way a little bit, but there is one nuisance that I will tell you about here in a bit. Getting up underneath your decks, your trampolines, benches, whatever you got outside, not too much of an issue. Again, that guard is large and in charge. So I just got done using and abusing, and I'm telling you what, this thing is insane. You got the high and the low setting, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the most powerful weed eater that Ryobi has ever created. I was actually kind of blown away with how much power this thing had. I'm gonna say power again, so much power. There is one major irritation though with this, and I'm being honest with you here. This is a major aggravation for me. Usually when you pull the trigger on any other weed eater, you got that instant power. This does not give you that instant power, even on high. I can see if you're on the low setting, on high, there's a delay. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you can hear over the Julios in the back there staring at me, I'll show you this. Listen to this. This is on high right now. Listen to the lag. Now, obviously, that's a soft start. I hate it. I like to be able to pull that trigger, or if you're just trying to manipulate around your edges, you want to go a little bit faster, a little bit slower, you just need that power. I mean, it'll do it a little bit, but there's way too much ramp up on that. I want that instant. It literally drives me up a wall, and I don't like it. I'm just gonna hit that button again. Now, let's get back to the Ryobi trying to silence me, and the reason why they're trying to silence me is this is a Whisper series. I had that GoPro hooked up to this. It was very close, so you're hearing some rumbling in the shaft here. Come on. And then you also got the, you know, me cutting down and slicing and dicing, you're hearing that. But listen to how quiet this thing is. If they shut up, that's it. It is super quiet. That's why they call it the Whisper series. I hate that lag. I want instant power, but it is super, super. You can hear me talking over this thing. You can't even hear, if your neighbor, my neighbors actually have one of these, you can't hear them cutting it. I love it. Now again, with the usability, if you're just slicing and dicing, using and abusing head on, you're just going straight down, you're not gonna have an issue. However, you're doing that edging, it gets awkward with that guard because it's so heavy. It is very, listen, I know they're construction people, I get it. I know they're just doing their job, but I hate them. Now, here's what the Home Depot has for the reviews. They got like a 5-star review for this, and they sold a lot of these already. Let's talk about what I think it is. We're gonna give it a score right now. For the build quality and the carbon fiber shaft, I am giving it, yes, a 9.0. They did a good job on this. It's light, it's heavy. Other than this, it's light, it's built well, it's gonna hold up. This is pretty impressive by any standard, so I'm giving it a 9.0. As far as it goes with features, because they give you these different attachments, you don't have to go out and buy them separately. I'm giving it a 9.5 for that. We're gonna total these scores, we're gonna average them. 9.5 for that. What they did there, it's real nice. Because they are trying to silence me, they're trying to keep me quiet with the Whisper series, yes, I'm giving it a 9.5. For the sound and the feel in the hand, it feels great. Battery runtime, I'm happy with it. Not the best, but I'm happy with it. I'm also going to give that an 8.8. Here's where it gets a little dicey for the usability, right? Even though it's comfortable, you can adjust it. You can make it comfortable to yourself. This guard is way too heavy, throws you out of whack a little bit, especially when you're edging. Just wants to roll back over. And I also strongly dislike this soft start. I mean, it's just way too soft. I get what they're trying to do there. I just hate it. It's to the point that it just drives me nuts. That right there, and because of the guard, I'm giving that a 6.5, which is gonna bring down that score. Also, I feel that the price is a little bit high, right? Even though you get all this stuff, you're looking around $299. You do get the battery, you get the charger, and this and all the attachments for $299. I mean, I know it is what it is in this world we're living in right now, but just seems a little bit high. I'm giving that an 8.5 for price. So the total score is, there you go. Should you buy it? Well, that's up to you. But if you're asking me if I would recommend it, yeah, absolutely. If you're in the platform, you're gonna be really happy with this. I think you're gonna be irritated with that trigger. I think you're gonna be irritated that guard's so heavy. It is gonna protect you. Maybe that won't bother you. I don't know. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this new Ryobi, not Ryobi, weed eating machine. I tell you what, the power's there, the build quality, it's there. I'm happy with it, and love hearing your feedback. So there's another video right there for you.